Hey guys, welcome back. Today I thought it would be fun to show you guys what's in this bag. This is a bag that I keep around all the time. So it just has my basic sewing supplies and things that I often use. So there are quite a few tools in this bag and I'm not going to go through detail for each one. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I have these little thread snippers. These are extremely useful for cutting thread tails, and these were actually given to me by a friend. So I have those, and then I have some needles, and specifically these are sharps. I tend to sew with sharps a lot unless I'm sewing on denim or like upholstery fabric, but even then sometimes I still use them. Of course, I have this Elsa pencil that my daughter gave to me. She's so cute. Let's see. Here's a random bag of buttons. A lot of times when I am like upcycling garments that I thrifted, I will always save the buttons. So just a random bag of assorted buttons. Fun. Here is some thread. It's almost empty. Typically when I'm sewing, I'm either using black or off-white unless I'm top stitching. So that's what this is. This is just like my classic color for sewing anything light. Okay, so this is extremely useful. This is a sewing gauge. I use this all the time, especially when I'm hemming things. It's got this useful little marker right here, which allows you to adjust it. So like if I was trying to measure an inch, I could just go ahead and mark it at an inch, and then it makes it a lot easier to see what an inch looks like. This is kind of random, but I do have these little shapes in here. I have a square and a hexagon. These are for quilting. Not sure why I put those in there, but okay. So next thing I have, let's see, I actually have a couple in here. Okay, I have some stick glue. So I use stick glue a lot for glue basting, and I don't use like specialty sewing stick glue. I just use basic craft glue because it's a lot cheaper and it works the same. So that's why I have 3 sticks in here. A pen, good marking tool. Like I said, a lot of times I don't like specifically use special sewing tools. I'll just use like a basic pen if I'm marking onto my fabric. And same with these like Sharpies right here. I have all kinds of different marking tools. Here's another pencil. I have a lot of different marking tools, all of which are not made for sewing. So there's that. Oh goodness. They just keep coming. Another pen, another pencil. Okay, so this specifically is a marking tool that is made for sewing. It is a water-soluble pen, and I use this sometimes too. It really just depends on like what I'm feeling. These Choco liners are amazing, and I wish I had more in more colors. So that's another marking tool. Okay, we're almost done actually. I thought there was gonna be a lot more in here, but surprisingly not that much. Okay, here's another marking tool. I think this is called a Hera marker, something like that. Yeah, anyways, there's that one. Okay, so the next thing I have is this little buttonhole foot. Very useful. Use this anytime I'm making buttonholes. Okay, so I don't even know why this is in here, but here's this creepy baby doll. I'm guessing my daughter did this, and she's been very interested in like fashion design lately. So I'm guessing she also was the one who put the safety pin in its little outfit. Here is another sewing gauge. Once again, it's a useful tool to have. Of course, a seam ripper. I actually have a couple different seam rippers in here. Let's grab them. Okay, yeah, so I have 3 seam rippers. I mean, you can never have too many. And let's see what else. This is a little turning tool, the R&K turning tool. Yeah. And this is just great for, if you are flipping something inside out, like say the lining of a bag, and you're trying to like get that corner nice and flipped. It has this little ballpoint at the top. So yeah, I use that a lot. Okay, so this is medical tape. This is actually what I use to tape my paper patterns together. And one of the reasons why is later when you unfold your paper patterns, you can press them with the iron and it won't melt the tape. Here is another little turning tool, I guess. Just a little wooden one. I have not even used these that much, but these are little tools to get your elastic through. So basically you would like put your elastic through the end of this and push it through your project. They also have little markings on them to help measure, so that could be useful. It's another little measuring tool. Okay. Of course, a zipper foot. Use this all the time. Here's some hem tape. As you can see, I use this quite a bit, and I don't use it for hemming things. I just use it kind of as like a general adhesive. So there's that. Here is another fabric adhesive. I use this to stop fraying sometimes, or like when I'm serging, I'll use this for my thread tails, which I'm gonna make a video about here in a little bit. Here is a tiny screwdriver. I use this for changing out presser feet, as well as my needles, or like my needle plate. So that's what that's for. We are almost done, guys. Here are some yarn needles. I use these for hiding my thread tails when I'm serging. Here's just a rubber band. This is how I wrap up my fabric, so that's why I have those. Here is a little bias tape maker. I have a couple of these. I don't know why I specifically chose to have this size in here, but somehow it's made its way into that bag. Here is the top of a seam ripper. Here's a little label, one of my labels that say spool spell on them. Yeah, kind of random. We have 4 pairs of tweezers in here. Not sure why. I do know that I use these ones for when I'm threading my serger, but I don't really know how these other ones ended up in here. Here's the cap for my fabric adhesive down here. Some spare bobbins. You can never have too many bobbins. We have some Wonder clips. I love to use Wonder clips, but I don't always use them. Okay, here's some more hem tape scraps, hem tape scraps. And then the last thing I have is this little bodkin. Is that what that's called? You know, for pulling elastic through. I guess instead of using this, you would use this, but I think I like this better. But yeah, that's basically everything that's in my little sewing bag. I feel like I've just been talking for so long. I'm gonna take a sip of water. So yeah, this was everything that was in my little sewing bag. Some of this I could definitely get rid of, like these pens. I don't need all of those pens. I don't need all that glue. And then, like I said, I don't really even use these right now, so I could probably get rid of those. But yeah, guys, that's basically what's inside my sewing bag. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.